Good evening, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. You know why I'm here. You know what time it is. It is Thursday night football. Thursday night football. We are locked and loaded, ready to go. Beautiful weather. Beautiful weather. It's getting a little chilly. Over here in Vermont, it's getting really chilly right now. But I promise you, things are going to get better. We're going to be cold, but let's enjoy it. Let's enjoy the beautiful weather while we've got it. So, in today's episode, we'll be focusing on tonight's game. Tonight at 8:15 p.m., we have the Washington Commanders facing off against the Green Bay Packers. Now, as most know, this will be at Lambeau Field. It will be Packers' home game. Both teams are undefeated right now. Both won their games last week, 1-1. And I am excited, so excited to cover this game tonight. But man, it has been a joyride. So Washington Commanders, Packers. Let's talk about it. I would say, let's start off with some obviouses. Both Jaden Daniels and Love look fantastic. Both quarterbacks look amazing. I definitely would say, it's hard to say who's going to be the better quarterback in tonight's game. Both played well. Jordan was 16 for 22 on completion for 188 yards with 2 touchdowns. So that's really good, and against the Lions, and so, now the question is the Lions bad or did the Packers just play good? It's week 1. We can't really crap on every team just yet. It's still way too early in the season to contest that one. Jaden Daniels, 19 for 30 for 233 yards and 1 touchdown. Wow. Looking good, Jaden Daniels. Kid was a rookie last year, coming into his second year. He's making the Washington Commanders look really, really good. And so we're going to see, hopefully, a lot of that, some explosiveness in tonight's game. Some surprises. Austin Eckler, 6 for 26 yards for a 4.3 average. Not terrible. Really would have loved to see him get more playtime, but that's okay. But I will say, Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt, running back for 10 carries for 82 yards with 1 touchdown. So very good young player coming out, showing some skills, kind of what Jermaine Williams looked like on Sunday for the Cowboys. Cowboys running back looked really good, looked phenomenal. And they faced off against the Giants 21-6. So, Commanders looking fresh, looking good. Let's talk defense, though. I got to say, I got to give it to the Packers. Their defense looks so amazing, especially with, the Packers had a really good defense coming into the season, but adding Micah Parsons just made it even more. So I really have lots of high hopes for Micah Parsons on this defense going forward. But in general, I think in tonight's game, we're going to see a lot of dominance on the Packers defense. We could look at Rashad Gary, for example. 3 tackles, 4 assists on a 1.5 sack. We could also talk about 95, Devontae Watt. Also 1 for 2 with 1 sack. We could also talk about, the ball eagle of that game also was Evan Williams, number 3 of the Packers, interception. So we're looking good on defense for the Packers. So Packers defense looks scary coming into this season for sure. So, we're going to see it. Will it hold up against the Commanders offense? I don't know. We'll see. Commanders also look good, on offense too. Deebo Samuel, 7 for 77 yards and on 11 average. Austin Eckler, 3 for 31. Terry McLaurin, only 2 for 27, but that's all right. Zach Ertz, 3 for 26 with an 8.7 average and a touchdown. Only real passing touchdown from Jaden Daniels. Also, Deebo Samuels also got a 19-yard rushing touchdown. So, we could talk about that. On defense, also, can't can't sleep on their defense though. They've got some good ones, and they also got my old boy Bobby Wagner, who went 5 for 5, 5 tackles and 5 assists. So Bobby Wagner, that's another person to point out. Scary guy to look at. Some Eddie Goldman, Marshall Lattimore. So can't sleep on the Commanders' defense, but defense-wise, I think the Packers are looking really good. I think the Packers have the better defense coming into this game, but it's just gonna come down to who has a better offense, in my opinion. I think whoever's offense is gonna play, better than the other. Also, someone to point out too is Matthew Golden, rookie. 2 for 16. That was really good, solid start. Nothing crazy, but definitely, solid 2 for 16. We could go look at Romeo Dobbs, 2 catches for 68 yards, or Jaden Reed, 3 for 45 with a 15 average and a 1 touchdown. So, honestly, same with same with the Packers. Offense looks good too. So it could come down to the wire with these guys. It could come down to the last final moments. Like, we could be doing something crazy, but we're not. But they're not. But it's okay. I wanted to look at some highlights, though, here. I wanted to come over and look at some highlights real quick. Let's do some highlights over here. All right, we're going to transition over here. We're going to take a look at a play right here. You can see the movement. We're going to look over here. Oh, is that Micah Parsons? It's Micah Parsons. His first career sack as a Green Bay Packers. Wow. Look at the speed and power. He just pushed his way through. That man just pushed his way right through. Wow. Amazing. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Just amazing stuff there. Wow. So just looking at that alone, that just shows the absolute power and force of someone like Micah Parsons right now. Definitely like someone to look out for sure. Okay, we got a comment. Daniel Quinn will have the Commanders ready. No, okay, that is good. I like that. You know what? You're right. I think that I 100% think that Dan Quinn is good. He's good. But I don't know if he's going to be the one to save the Commanders, but he might. Also, let's go over the Commanders though. Let's look at the Commanders. We just saw that Micah Parsons play, but let's come over to the Commanders for a second. And we're going to take a look at this play right here by the Commanders. We're going to watch QB Jaden Daniels. Clutch moment. 3rd and 11. Oh! Absolute dime on 3rd and 11. Very crucial. Very crucial, especially, just that goes to showcase, just showing a little bit of Micah Parsons. Or sorry, not Micah Parsons. Jaden Daniels, sorry. Jaden Daniels' skills, young QB, but he's got it. He's clutch. So, that's something the Packers are going to have to be ready for, is that Jaden Daniels can be clutch. He can be good when he needs to be. So they've got to really got to watch him. They really got to focus on him. Like, definitely focus on the run game. 100% focus on the run game. But I got to say, gotta focus on the air game tonight. If you're the Commanders just have to, focus on the air game than the run game. And the Packers are going to have to defend that and be ready for it. Graphic. Love it. Yeah, I wanted to start including, and I figured it out, but I wanted to start including ways that we can look at some videos here and just be able to, look at some fun moments. And so I'm hoping to show some more of that on Saturday. Don't forget, I will be back here on Saturday, which we will be talking about some of the games that just happened this Sunday and get ready for Week 2 Sunday. We're getting locked and loaded. It's the time of the season. We are ready for it. We are absolutely locked and loaded, and I'm ready. I don't know about you guys. I'm so ready. I just can't believe it's finally here. We are living it. And yeah, again, I think if I have to be asked who I think's going to win tonight, I got to give it to the Packers. They've got home field for starters. They have the better defense, in my opinion. But again, offensively, it could go either way. I think offensively, it could go left, it could go right, whatever. Whatever. Like, whatever needs to be done is going to be done tonight. And I hope that that's the case for the Packers. So, we're going to take a look at that tonight. But let's come over here one more time. We're going to transition one more time. I want to look at this first play of the drive from Jordan Love. We didn't get to show Jordan Love some offensive action. See that play? Absolute dime, wide open, great coverage. He found the man, was ready for it. So I got to say, you can't sleep on Jordan Love's, ability. Jordan Love's, his field general skills is insane. He always knows where to find the open man. And the thing is, he's got a great receivers, but he doesn't honestly, he's not a quarterback that has to rely on a great receiver. He relies on, plays like this, where his team is just getting absolutely open, absolutely ready for him. And so, with that being said, it's like the I'm telling you, Dan Quinn and the Commanders, that defense better be ready for that passing game, because that passing game is very, very dangerous. And so, like I said, with that being said, I think if I'm going to be asked the question, Green Bay is going to win it tonight. And if the Commanders win, then heck yeah to the Commanders. If they win it, that's fantastic. So, hey, let's go Commanders. So trailing off a little bit from, sadly, football, we'll go over to the MLB, take a look at the MLB. Yesterday's games, we have the Texas Rangers and the Brewers, Milwaukee Brewers. Texas Rangers take it. Red Sox and Athletics. Athletics take the cake 5-4. Diamondbacks and Giants. Diamondbacks 5-3. Twins and Angels. Angels get it 4-3. Pirates and Orioles. Orioles got it 2-1. Nationals and Marlins. Marlins got them 8-3. Royals and Guardians. Royals got it 4-3. Mets and Phillies. Phillies up big time 11-3. Tigers disappointing the Yankees 11-1. Wow. Double-digit blowout. Astros and Blue Jays 3-2 Astros. Cubs and Braves. Cubs take it 3-2. Tampa Bay Rays and White Sox. White Sox got it 6-5. Reds got it 2-1 against the Padres. That's actually a surprise right there. The Mariners and the Cardinals 4-2. And then to finish it off, Dodgers cook the rookies 9-0. Wow. 9-0. 11-1. 11-3. Definitely was some blowouts. A lot of close ones, though. A lot of close ones, but also a lot of blowouts. Red Sox, it's okay, though. Red Sox, let's actually, you know what? While we're here, let's see how are the Red Sox where are the Red Sox standings right now? Let's look at the standings right now. Where are the Red Sox at? For the Red Sox fans, right now they dropped down to third. Yankees and Red Sox are pretty much fighting for second place in the American League East right now. Yankees got 80-65, while Red Sox got 81-66. So between the two big cities, it's right now a brawl. It's a brawl for who's going to get it all. So, we're going to see how that goes. Down yonder in the central area, we got Tigers still carrying it by 10. They're still got a commanding lead. The Mariners, actually, Seattle Mariners are catching up to Astros. Only a one-game difference. Let's look National League East. You got the Phillies on top. Again, 10-point win right now. Brewers are controlling the Central up by 6 against the Cubs, who are at 83, while Brewers have 89. Dodgers are still up on the Padres by 3 games right now, and the Dodgers are currently dominating the West of Nationals. And so that's going to be great seeing as, MLB, if you watch MLB baseball, you'll know we're coming to a close on the season. End of the month, end of the month, end of the season, calling it, end of the line. We're just gonna put it there, put a pin in it, for the year. And so, with that being said, though, let's see. We'll take a moment to see if we can get any questions, any comments, anything anybody wants to ask. Feel free. This is the time. Love to answer some questions if I can. Anything that's, maybe something that needs to be talked about more. Maybe there's someone's got some fancy idea for me. There's no wrong answers here. There's no wrong answers. No wrong answers. I'm ready for tonight. I gotta say, if I haven't mentioned it though, the best way to watch it tonight is if you have Amazon Prime or Video. It's the best way to usually watch Thursday night games. If you have a subscription through Amazon, you get every Thursday night game for free, included, not free, but it's included for sure in your package. And so, with that being said, we're gonna see how that goes. Also, some pretty good news, or some fun news for sure, regarding the Micah Parsons trade from Dallas. Shaq himself actually, pointed out how he felt that they need to, not shame Jerry as much. I mean, look at this guy. Look at this absolute man. God, Shaq, we see you, man. We see you. We see the gray hairs. But no, I love Shaq. Big Lakers fan. Love Shaq. But yeah, so Shaq himself was defending Jerry Jones, but I mean, Shaq, gotta stick to your lane, man. You're not a football player. But honestly, he could have. Honestly, if Shaq wanted to be a football player, he would have been dominant. 7 foot, 7 foot, 300 pounds, basically, like 285, 300 pounds. Yeah, no, he would have absolutely crushed the NFL. Honestly, if given the opportunity, he would have crushed the NFL. And so love it. Actually, we'll go. Yeah, let's go Micah Parsons. We got Go Pack Go. Graphics, love it, which I already mentioned, and then love it. That's awesome. Thank you for the comments. We really appreciate the comments. Like I said, any form of comment of any kind. Like, again, if you don't know what's going on, that's okay. Like, ask me questions. Maybe there's some clarifications. You could ask me literally like a generic football rule. Like, I don't really care. Anything that we can maybe you have something you want to say that maybe we could get into a deep conversation about. I don't know. But just gotta, give it to them, how they're doing well and long. But with that being said, we're going to move on. Final thing I want to talk about, I think, is a conversation. Well, not a conversation. Last thing we'll touch on is in the world of basketball right now. As we know, we are getting ready for basketball. But we still got a couple months on that one. But we have some college sports to talk about. Let's talk about some football, college football. Who doesn't love a good college football? Come on. All right, we're just going to go quick. We're going to shoot it off the mouth. All right, Illinois and Duke. Illinois 45-19 on Duke. That's a surpriser. Honestly, Duke's historically is pretty good, especially on basketball and football. Iowa and Iowa State played. It was a 3-point difference, 13-16. Iowa State, though, takes the W. What does that put Iowa State? Oh, Iowa State, that keeps them on a solid, 3-0 right now. 3-0, undefeated. Iowa State. Kansas and Missouri. Missouri got it 42-31. We got FIU and Penn State. Penn State clearing a 34-0. Wow, Penn State up there. Florida absolutely putting East Texas A&M on their buttocks, 77-3. 77-3. Oh my God. Same thing over here. Indiana and Kennesaw State, 56-9. Texas against SJSU, 38-7. Texas Tech, 62-14 against Penn State. Oh, wow. Ohio State against Grambling State, 70-0. 70-0 is crazy. Oregon against Oklahoma State, 69-3. What are with these college games? Absolutely dominating. Shoot. Alabama against LA Monroe, 73-0. 73-0. What? And then we got some LSU and LA Tech. LSU 23-7. A close one, and actually surprisingly, South Florida actually gets the W on Florida, 18-16. Very close, tight game there. Another one to also talk about is, I would say, is Ole Miss in Kentucky, with Ole Miss winning 30-23. Dang. I was expecting a little bit more from Kentucky. I won't lie. Kentucky, I had a lot of high hopes for you guys this week, but that's okay. But anyway, we're gonna get starting off actually tomorrow. Indiana State and Indiana face off at 6:30 p.m. Followed up with Saturday, following it up with Wisconsin and Alabama, Clemson and Georgia Tech, Oklahoma and Tempa, Oregon and Northwestern, Louisiana and Missouri, Central Michigan and Central MI, Georgia and Tennessee, Oregon State, Texas Tech, Iowa State and AR State, UTEP in Texas, South Florida and Miami FL face off, Ohio versus Ohio State, Florida versus LSU, and Utah and Wyoming. And all those happen Saturday, and so we'll see those. And then followed up on Saturday, we also will have some Sunday night games, but as much as I would love to go over it tonight, we are going to put a pin. We're going to put a pin in it for Saturday's podcast to have a live discussion about how we're feeling about the week coming up. But we're going to finish it off with, like I said, any final comments before I leave the studio for the evening, and we will resume again, like I said, Saturday. But, like I said, tonight, Thursday night football, Commanders and Packers. You better be watching it if you're not doing anything. I understand if you got things going on, but if you don't, you definitely should tune in. Anyway, that has been all from me tonight. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for giving me your time this evening. I hope to see more of you in the comings as, we grow. We're growing. The brand. We're growing. We're only growing. It's okay. It's okay. We're getting better. We're getting bigger. But thank you for tuning in so soon. Thank you for giving me your time. And as always, we will tune in next time. Everyone have a great rest of your Thursday. Good night, everyone.